pimping and pandering.
They don't necessarily know what to expect from one day to the next.
Pretty sure it's a bunch of guys here would love to kick your right now.
Especially their first week in.
Said you never leave or forsake me. You did it all, dog. You did it all.
They taser me, jump me around, choke me out, then walk me to jail.
Next row, pick it up.
Separate your feet, all right? You have any guns, knives, drugs, or anything like that?
No.
What did you get arrested for?
Pimping.
Pimping? You don't look like a pimp.
I'm not a pimp.
You didn't do anything?
No.
Well, what were you doing?
I was at a hotel with my girlfriend and cops came in and said they're gonna taser me or something, so I jumped out the window.
Just keep your hands behind your back when I cuff you, all right?
I want to be with my girlfriend. She's over there.
You have any kids with her?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many kids do you guys have?
2 kids.
You can go ahead and sit down. Open up your mouth, stick your tongue out, roll it all the way back. Lift up your shirt, let me see your armpits. Go ahead and put it down. Never been arrested, never been in trouble for anything before? Pull up your shorts, let me see your thighs. What were you guys doing at the hotel room?
This is what we stay in hotels right now, so.
Yeah. You guys are going hotel to hotel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and stand up, hands behind your back. You're gonna go down this blue line right here, all right?
Okay.
Keys. Back against the wall. Go ahead and look at the camera. Next step now is I'm gonna take his picture, get his thumbprint. Then after that, he's gonna be able to go to a phone inside his cell and make a phone call. Maybe he can get bailed out, maybe not. His bail's 35 grand.
All right. Go ahead and keep your hands behind your back. Okay, give me your right hand. This is your first time in jail?
Yes.
Yeah, pimping and pandering are pretty serious charges.
Yeah.
All right, man, you're done here. I can spot a first-timer 95% of the time. They seem more timid. They're looking around because they're real nervous. They don't know what's going on. Just by his mannerisms, how he behaves, it's really easy to spot him.
Grandma? It's James. Can you hear me? James. Okay, they got me arrested, me and arrested at our hotel. Is there any way that you can pick our important stuff up from there that's worth money? They picked us up saying that we were pimping and pandering. For pimping. Pimping. Pimp. Yeah. All right. Right. Yeah. Okay, girl, I love you. All right. Bye. All right, bye. I'm not a pimp, you know? I don't want to be a pimp. I don't like that. I'm not cut out for jail. I don't want to be in jail, and I don't like this place.
couple goons.
Chris, y'all been married 8 years? Yes, sir. Step up here a second, okay? I'm gonna take the cuffs off here. Go ahead and sign these.
I was talked down to, and I just got tired of it and let my temper get the best of me.
Hey, Chris, is your daughter Snyder?
I was handcuffed, and my daughter had to see for the handcuffs.
Anything on you that'll stick for me?
No, sir. I'm scared for the future. I could lose my job over this. I've got my family I could lose. I don't want to lose my daughter.
Okay, turn to your right.
It's right here. I got a few questions to ask you. Do you currently feel paranoid, hear voices and others do not hear or see things?
No, sir.
Have you ever tried to kill yourself?
No.
Are you now thinking about hurting or killing yourself?
No.
Okay, you were arrested for domestic assault and battery first offense. That's a misdemeanor. Tomorrow morning, you'll have an arraignment where the judge will set your bond.
Okay. If I talk to the judge tomorrow and my bail is higher than $10,000 or $20,000, I won't be able to get out.
This is a list of bondsmen. They help people get out of jail for a percentage of the bond amount that the judge sets. After you get your bond, if you want to try and get on the phone with some of those people and see if they can help you get out.
Okay. I plan on calling my friend so he can come bail me out. Shouldn't even be here. If you don't mind me asking, what are you in for? Domestic assault and battery. Something I'd never do in my life. If I can't get out of here, something's wrong. Because there's hardened criminals that get out of here the next day. Hey, John. I have an arraignment in the morning at 8:30. There'll be a bail set at 8:30 tomorrow. And if anyone can get me out, I will give them it all back right then. All right, thanks. All right, bye. I just got off the phone with my family friend, Don. He is going to help me. That was one of the most important phone calls in my life right there.
One of my friends, I picked him up at his job, and when we started driving down there, that's when we seen the girl sitting on the curb. She got in the car with us. Her friends came up to the car where she was, tried to get her out of the car and all of that. She told them she going with us. You know, we did have sex with her, but it wasn't no rape thing, you know. It was more like consensual.
Sweet right there.
The next day, she went to the officers and told the officers what happened. And her story wasn't consistent with her friend's story. So the original detective that was on the case didn't pursue the case. They closed the case out and went cold. Three years, 7 months later, I got called by the detectives. They said that me and my friends Somehow I got this girl in the car, took her to an unknown location and raped her. I'm innocent of the crime. By being in jail, I lose my job, slowly for sure losing my family, and I'm losing my freedom. I'm still in disbelief about I'm in jail right now. Still in disbelief.
All right, guys, it's time to lock down. Go ahead, lock down.
I was on the phone with my wife. The officer lady, she told me to lock down, and I didn't really want to.
He became disturbed, irate, belligerent. It was very disturbing to the other people that were out, so I asked him to hang up the phone. He would not hang up the phone. He did turn to start to come towards me, and I told him, you will go back and lock down now. And he refused. Then he started to get belligerent, calling me foul names. So I called for reinforcement.
It was pretty urgent from the officer in the building, and so I responded with a number of other officers. And I noticed that Mr. Lipford was sitting by the desk refusing to lock down. I gave him a direct order to do the same. He did not comply, so I physically escorted him along, and along the way that we had some issues where he was resisting. Things can escalate. You want to maintain order at all times in the facility, not only for our safety, but for the safety of the other inmates involved. It's important to quell it as soon as possible. We had to react decisively, to reestablish order.
They convicted me of, they got me in home, nothing.
Some issues where he was resisting. It got to the point where he resisted enough, frequently enough, that I had to actually deploy some OC spray and take the inmate to the ground and restrain him.
Hey, go in there and close your doors. Now. Everybody, lock down, right now.
They already got me in here on the charge I'm not even convicted of. I didn't even do nothing. So I promise, I don't even know why.
Stay still, stay still.
Inmate Lipford is going to need medical treatment, so he'll probably spend the night in the infirmary. Once we receive the incident report, then we'll know if he's going to have any disciplinary action taken.
Relax, just stay still.
Being in jail for the first time, made me real mad. My life is on the line. They got me facing 16 to 32 years. I don't belong here. I don't belong here in this jail at all. I belong at home with my family right now.
Hold still, hold still, hold still.
James Willett.
What I actually am is I'm the screening classification deputy. It's our job to interview them, decide what level security they are, and then subsequently decide where they should be housed. Have you ever been arrested before?
No.
Never?
No.
What convictions do you have?
No, I don't know. I don't know what I have right now. As of right now, my head's not in the right place right now. I can't think about it right now. I'm sorry.
Are you affiliated with any gangs?
No.
No? Never been involved? Where did you grow up?
Long Beach.
Long Beach? Never got into white supremacists, anything of the sort? Okay. Did you graduate high school?
No.
No? GED?
No.
Nothing? Okay. Do you have any tattoos?
Skull.
Left forearm, skull.
Pac-Man.
Right wrist, Pac-Man. And what else?
So my last name on my back.
Okay. Upper back, lower back?
Lower.
Lower back? Can you turn around so I can see that?
Yeah.
Okay. No piercings we forgot, nothing like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And street drugs?
Meth.
Meth? When's the last time you used meth?
Months ago. Several months ago, like 6 months ago.
Okay, so if we drug tested you today, you'd come up clean?
Yeah.
Okay. Any suicide attempts?
No.
Okay, any thoughts of hurting yourself today?
No.
All right, well, while you're in our facility, you're gonna be a minimum security white band. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Our white band is our minimum lowest security level. It's our first-time offenders, it's people with drug charges, DUIs, and they're not likely to get in fights or cause problems within our facility, so they're not what's called deemed a security risk. Go ahead and turn around, keep your hands behind your back. Good luck.
We're gonna go down the blue line.
I don't deserve to be humiliated and put down when I'm really a good guy, you know. Boxers too. Never thought I'd be in this kind of clothing, but I don't like it. It makes me feel like I'm a bad person.
A bit of advice, since this is your first time here, make sure you follow deputies' instructions over here. There's going to be other inmates that are going to be housed with you. You have any questions before we go up there? It's easy for repeat offenders to spot new guys because a lot of them are naive. They're not used to sophisticated criminal behavior. New guys like Woollett needs to watch his back.
I got my court date on Wednesday. Hopefully, they said they're going to either drop it then or pursue the case.
All right, walk over here. Stand right there, stop.
I hope they drop it and get to go home. It's not where I want to be. It's like animals, pretty much dirty, dirty, dirty place here. Filthy. It's pretty humiliating, maybe. Like having to go to the bathroom in front of other people. It's pretty embarrassing. I don't even know how to get up here. I feel bad for my girlfriend. I miss her a lot. Wonder if she's going through the same things that I'm going through. I love her a lot more than she knows, and I hope when we get out we can make things better.
I'm nervous because I don't know if they're gonna assign me a cell with murderers, drug dealers. Nervous as hell. All the guys were screaming, hollering. Who's in this cell with me? You know?
Mr. Nails.
Mr. Nails. Right. Mr. Nails.
He should be out taking a shower.
Okay. Because I'm going to tell them one thing I got that they don't. My daughter in my mind. And what kind of man I am. So, it doesn't matter what they try to throw on me or what. I've got 2 fresh guns for them with me.
Last call for jail! Gentlemen, last call for jail!
I'm this close of being set free. And if I have to go back to that cell, it'll be devastating. Well, I went in there and she said my bond was $1,000. I was trying to call my buddy John to tell him how much my bond is so he could come get me. I'm not sure what's wrong, but it's not letting me make a call. Oh my God. Man, I can't be in here another day. I will lose my job. I will lose a lot of things. And over one little phone call to lose everything is kind of the state, if you ask me.
My stations, we never get to watch the news. We never get to do nothing. I didn't do nothing to deserve to be back here.
I was on the phone with my wife. They brought up a new charge against me. It's robbery. It kind of made me mad. Next thing I know, I'm getting maced on the side of my head and pummeled to the ground and brought in here to a 24-hour lockdown.
Some juice.
Can I get some of that juice?
First come, first served.
I was told that I would have to talk to a sergeant and a lieutenant. They can kind of give me whatever disciplinary actions for what I did. It's heartbreaking for me, man. It's not a place to be. I tell you that. It's not a place to be. Oh my God, man. It's just not right for them to be doing this to me, man. Giving me away from my wife. Me being in here, she has nobody to take care of her. You know, nobody. I got 6 kids. She's strong. She keeping me strong while I'm in here. While I'm here.
Question for you. Can't if I can use the phone. How the hell you use your damn phones around here? This ain't no place.
No joke, this ain't no fun.
This ain't no joke, man.
What's up, man? Who got a phone call? Man, this man need a phone call, man. What about the guys that like to beat on women?
Guys that beat on women? I think they're punks.
Are they?
Yeah.
So are you wrongly accused? You didn't do it?
Accused.
Are you innocent?
No, I ain't innocent. I did it.
Pretty sure it's a bunch of guys in here would love to kick your ass right now for coming in here beating up on the girl. You know? Mm-hmm. It's all about choices, man.
Yep.
And right now, you made the wrong one.
Yeah.
Because you're wearing an orange jumpsuit.
I know.
Like the rest of us. There's a million criminals in here. Some are innocent, some are guilty.
Yeah. I'm a little nervous. All the guys were trying to intimidate me. You don't know what they're thinking. You don't know how it's going to wind up. Man, I appreciate that, man.
I don't see why nobody won't have to do this. Bring it down just a little bit. Right there. Take it out. I can use my pen number to do it.
Will you? Yeah. I appreciate that, man. He used his PIN number for me. That's my wedding registry. Very relieved.
There you go.
Hello? Thank God, you know. Thank God we, you know, found this bail bondsman. $1,000. Okay, my friend has it. I can't get a hold of him. I can't call from this jail. Can I give you the number? The bail bondsman will give me $100, that $100 leniency until I get paid. And he's talking to my friend, and to make sure my friend has $100 it's gonna take to get me out. He can come get me out. He said give him about 15 minutes. I'll be out of here. The last thing he told me was to hang on a minute, and it beep beep, and that's it so far. I don't think he's on there anymore. Hey, the bondsman says he'll call you back. He can't call you back, can he? He said, I'll call you right back.
He can't call you back, right?
I know.
I told you, man, it's the reason why you in here, man. God trying to get your attention, man, so you stop doing that. Quit beating up on the women.
Got a good career. I'm about to lose it all because I grabbed a woman's wrist.
I think you panicking a little bit too much.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of riding on it. Why is all this happening? One phone call standing between me and my freedom.
How you doing, sir?
I'm all right. How you doing, sir?
Mr. Lifford?
Yes, sir.
I'm Captain Bruning. This is Sergeant Gable. You were charged with resisting or interfering or threatening a staff member, okay? The report that I'm going to read to you today is issued by Deputy Dolan. Inmate Lifford was on the phone during his out time and began to yell and slam the phone while hitting the top of the phone on the counter. I walked over and told him to hang up the phone. He refused. Inmate began to scream, "Okay, come on, let's go, cop." I called over the radio for assistance. Officer Keenan arrived and began to give inmate Lifford instructions to return to his cell and lock down. The inmate continually pulled away from Officer Keenan, swung his arm up and out. Officer Keenan OC sprayed him and placed him onto the floor. So, Mr. Lifford, what took place on this day?
This is what happened. I goes downstairs, I get on the phone. I talk to my wife. He says, I called the officers there and they just said they added a new charge of robbery.
Okay.
And when she said that, I smacked the table with my hand, like this. I'm still on the phone. She comes over to me, grabs the phone out of my hand, hangs it up. I did try to explain to her. I'm like, ma'am, I was not smacking the phone on it. I was not. Go lock down, go lock down. And that's when the kind of emotions came over it, and I was like, F this. My only wrongdoing that I did do was I didn't lock down when she said, go lock down. I did not try to swing at her. I did not take my shirt off to fight her or anything. I would never do that. My mama's a woman. I would never in my life try to fight another woman. I swear to you, I did not call her no kind of.
What I'm going off of, though, is what she basically puts in the report. If you are found guilty of any type of one-point charge, that is a major charge, okay? So if you are found guilty of this charge, you can spend up to 60 days in corrective confinement.
Yes, sir.
All right, any other questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Hey, Gordon, you want to take him back?
Crazy, man. This is crazy. Man, it's crazy, man.
best case scenario is they let me out of here. You said you won't put too much on us that we can't bear. I can't bear this, Lord. Please help me get me back to my wife, Lord. The worst case scenario is that they make me stay here for 60 days, and I can't bear that. That's too much on my heart. And me not be able to talk to my wife, and it's gonna be able to hurt me for 1 hour a day. But I can't talk to my wife just 1 hour a day. Just.
When I was locked up doing my bid, I didn't get no letters from you so-called friends. Y'all trifling, good for nothing, never really had my back. Then I'm sitting on my bunk staring at the walls, wondering why you next at my calls. I got no money on my books, homies acting like some looks. I ain't even worth the commissary bag.
Come on out, man. Black line. Walk all the way down. Hands in your pockets. So pimping, how does that work out?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Well, I don't know. I got caught up in it. I protected a girl that I love.
How were you protecting a girl that you love?
I was making sure she didn't get hurt.
You were trying to be her bodyguard or stand
I'm not
by
trying to
when
be
she
her
was
bodyguard.
doing
I got
stuff?
2 kids with her.
Okay. Kind of set yourself up, right? I understand you're trying to protect her.
What you do for love, right?
Do me a favor, stand on the wall right there. Face this door.
I was up doing speed. I wanted to put an ad out on popular websites that you use nowadays for, I guess you could say, prostitution. I've seen like nights where she would make $1,000 just all by herself within a couple of hours.
Did she get busted?
Yeah, she was at court
She busted
today.
too?
She was at court today, yeah.
Okay, so basically she's listed as your crime partner, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Turn around, go out. 41-1. Go away, all the way inside.
I was doing drugs or whatever. It's something that I got caught up in and that it's not easy to get out of once you get started.
All right, man, you need anything? Good?
Toothbrush, pair of boxers.
All right, I'll let them know.
Thank you.
Keep throwing gang signs, Aryan salutes, whatever you have, I'll lock you down. Everybody else hear that clearly?
Hello? John, hey. Hey man, it's me. Dude, I gotta get out of here and save my job. And everything else. It's just $100. I'll have it Wednesday. Does Laura or anyone? All right. Thanks, man. He just said he didn't have no money right now. And I don't guess the bondsman's gonna bail me out. I don't know if John's understanding it's only $100. At this point in everybody, I'm hurt because I'm thinking at least my wife would at least make an effort to come up here. I don't even know where she's at, what she's doing, or if she's even wants to be with me anymore, or if she's with someone else already. I don't know. Just leave me alone. just got it. It's a protective order. So I'm not allowed within 300 yards of my wife or my child, or their residence, or their place of work or school. I didn't expect this at all. I expected for me to already be out of here. Let's talk it out. I would do anything to change things around, because it was I'm the one who screwed up, and I want to be the one to fix it. But if I have to stay away from him, how can I? How can I fix it? Can't see my daughter anymore. I'll tell you right now, and it hurts more than my mama dying. It hurts more than anything in the world. That's your blood, that's your baby. And for her not to be able to see me or me see her, it's pretty devastating for both of us. You can't rewind life. I'll have to live with these days the rest of my life, regardless.
Someone up there with him.
I told the truth, Lord.
Okay, come over here, sir. If you could just bend down.
I told the truth, Lord. I told the truth.
We looked at the totality of circumstances, okay? You were found guilty of the 1.11.
I told the
All right.
truth.
I understand, but we have to go off what the officer's reports say, and basically, you did make some admissions that you did pull away from the officer, you did refuse to lock down. Pulling away from the officers can be looked at as an act of violence. That's why, in this circumstances, a chemical agent had to be deployed.
I didn't threaten nobody.
With this, you got 60 days corrective confinement. You are going to lose some privileges. You're going to lose your commissary, you're going to lose your visits, and you're going to lose your rec time. I did not take your phone calls away from you because I feel it's very important to have contact with the outside world, okay?
So I have to stay here 60 days?
You'll be here for 60 days.
Oh, man.
Okay, I'm going to give you a copy of your charges and the findings, okay?
This is wrong, man. This is wrong, man. This is wrong. This is so wrong. It is so wrong. What's weird is 60 days. 60 days for this? Come on, man, for real? You said you'll never leave or forsake me. You did it all, dog. You did it all, man.
Jail give you a lot of time to think about stuff. A lot of time. I don't know where my wife is. I took her for granted way too much. If I could take it all back, I would. First, I've got to apologize to my wife, put my hands on her. I feel like my sins have been washed away because I'm willing to start that new life, and hopefully it's with my wife. I'm ready to get out of here. I'm kind of nervous, kind of anxious.
person is Snyder Christopher.
It is one count of domestic assault battery. You do need an attorney to represent you. Based on your assets and on your income, you do not qualify for a public defender. How long will it take for you to retain an attorney?
Maybe 2 weeks to a month.
Well, you're going to remain in custody unless you bond out, sir. I will pass your case for 1 week. Set the arraignment at 9 o'clock in the morning back in courtroom 173 for you to come back with an attorney.
Sure.
Yeah, it's pretty up.
Well, I thought it was gonna go better than that. On my first weekend, excuse the French, but it was hell.
This experience has just been a wake-up for me and a turning point in my life. I've fought an addiction with methamphetamine for the 3rd time now, and drugs have taken a lot from me. I've had a lot of time to think about this, and I doubt I'm going to continue the relationship with my girlfriend when I get out of here. Being in jail has made me realize how unhealthy our relationship has been for a long time now. We left our kids without parents. Should have been thinking about them first. I really want to make the change to be with my kids and be a father, have a chance to have a normal life.
Hey, Connor. You all right? You doing all right? That Bible keeping you occupied? Does it keep you occupied in there? All right.
I've been in jail for a week. I actually done got closer with God, you know. He gave me a peace of mind. On the outside, I left God behind me. Being in here, he took my hand and kept me walking forward. God put you in here for a reason. And that reason was to come closer to him. I got to reading the word and certain scriptures. I actually wrote them all down on a piece of paper and hung them up, and I read them every day, and that brings me comfort. I'm not angry, I'm not mad. I'm just as happy as I was if I was on the outside. No, it's just the only thing that I'm missing is just my family. I have to serve about 53 more days, and I think I do pretty good, you know. But I really wouldn't care if it was 100 days, 200 days. As long as I got God to comfort me, time ain't nothing to me. I'm at peace.